Hello, my peeps out there. Hope you're all doing great. It's me, Original Dude, back with another video. So after my Pixar movie tier list, I made a poll asking you guys which movie studio should I do a tier list of next. And most of you guys said Dreamworks. Yeah, there were two problems with this video. Okay, one major problem. I got Dreamworks mixed up with Illumination, and I was about to make the wrong tier list video and post the wrong thing. But luckily now I'm doing the right one. Dreamworks. Dreamworks has a lot and a lot more movies. However, there are a few films on here that I haven't seen, so and some of these movies a lot of people like. Alright, starting with their first film, Ants. Wah, 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 wah. I think Dreamworks was trying to compete with Pixar. They both had two movies about ants as the main character in the same year, and they both released right around the corner. So yeah, if that's not pretty obvious that Dreamworks was trying to compete with Pixar, then I don't know what is. But yeah, Ants. Weird animation, boring, don't watch it. Okay, The Prince of Egypt. Sorry guys, sorry. I've never seen The Prince of Egypt. I'm sorry, okay? I'm so sorry, folks. I haven't seen The Prince of Egypt. Joseph, King of Dreams. Haven't seen Joseph, King of Dreams either. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry. These two films just really didn't get my interest. I should have watched them before coming back to making this video. Okay, now we got The Road to El Dorado. I'll put that one in A tier. I think The Road to El Dorado is pretty fun. Sorry about that. I think The Road to El Dorado is a pretty fun movie. Well, I don't think it's super great S tier. No, it's still a really fun movie, and I think it's worth the watch. Chicken Run? I'm sorry, I've never seen Chicken Run either. But I might watch Chicken Run at some point. And I think out of all these, films, out of The Prince of Egypt and Joseph, King of Dreams, I think I'm most excited to watch Chicken Run at some point. Alright, now we get to the big guns, the movie. The movie that, to this day, still remains as Dreamworks' mascot. The fat green bean who took over the internet and got 10,000 merchandise, and you know what I'm talking about. Shrek. Yeah. Surprise to nobody. Shrek is an automatic S tier. Shrek is just too good not to like. And yeah, Shrek, this movie loves to make fun of Disney. Because back during Disney's golden era, when they made a bunch of classics and were actually not a terrible studio, Disney really just had its way with fairy tale stories. However, Disney also had a bunch of rivals. Yeah, Disney had a bunch of rivals with a bunch of Disney was the rival of a bunch of studios, and Dreamworks was one of them. So I think it's really funny how they just make fun of Dreamworks. No, how they make fun of Disney like a bunch of fairy tales. There's so much fairy tales in Shrek, but also a lot of adult jokes as well. But this movie still holds up to this day. 100% recommend Shrek. This movie's fantastic. If I had to rank it as my favorite Dreamworks movie, I'd put it at number 2. I'd rank it at the top number 2 Dreamworks movie. Now for a little bit of the adult jokes, there are definitely some moments. Oh, I remember that one moment. Do you think maybe he's compensating for something? And also the scene where they were escaping the castle. Let's just say Shrek's wee wee gets. Oh, ouch. There's also a moment where Lord Farquaad is sitting in his bed. He goes, Mia, Mia, show me the princess. The mirror, yeah, you could tell by the mirror's face, he's seen something. So as he shows them, so as he shows Farquaad the picture of Fiona, he says perfect, and let's just say, uh, something under the covers. Let's just say his pick under the covers, Rose. Yeah, let's just say that. Spirit, the original. Sorry, guys. I haven't seen that either. Doesn't look that interesting, but I think I'll check it out. Um, Sinbad? Is that how you say it? Never seen that one either. Sorry, guys. It's just these types of films that don't really spark my interest. Shrek 2, greatest DreamWorks movie of all time. Fight me. Okay, we all might not agree on that, but trust me. Shrek 2 is the greatest DreamWorks movie of all time. It is so much better than the original Shrek. Like, this movie, it's just a lot more crazier, and humor really carries on, especially with some adult jokes. Yeah, this movie's just a lot more funnier, it's just a lot more crazier, and the humor is just really, really funny. But do you want to know what I love the most about this film? Is the second act. The second act, especially when they play the song I Need a Hero. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That is what the audience wants to see. Like this is like right here, this right here is a that film right there is a cinematic masterpiece. Especially the third act with that third act is the are some of the the third act of Shrek 2 are legit DreamWorks' best moments in their films ever. Like, this is the greatest DreamWorks movie ever. So much better than the original. Also, we get to meet Fiona's parents. And it definitely answers the question from the first film about her parents. Alright, now we got Shark Tale. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, Shark Tale. Like, the thing that really gives me an eyesore about this film is its horrible animation. Like, look at this. Blech. Ugh. Like, this film just... Yeah. Ugh. It's not really worth the watch. Shark Tale is not really a good movie. What saves it, though, however, what saves it from D tier is that it isn't, like, their worst film. It's not too bad of a movie, but it's not... Okay, it's not a bad movie, but it's also not a good movie at the same time. So that's really what, like, keeps it from D tier. Also, another thing that keeps it from D tier is those jellyfish guys. Those, those, like, jellyfish guys from the film? That was probably the best part about the film. I mean, it's been a while since I've watched it, so I don't remember too much that happens, but I can definitely tell you I remember it not being that good. Madagascar. It's been okay, when I tell you I haven't seen Madagascar in a super long time, it's been a really, really long time since I've seen Madagascar. So I don't remember a single thing that happened in this film. I don't even remember any of the characters' names. Except for King Julian. I like King Julian. But you know what? I don't think it was too bad of a film. Does it get B or A tier? I haven't seen any of the Madagascar movies in so long, I don't even remember what they're about. But again, I also don't remember them being that bad either. So I'll just put it in A tier. Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were Rabbit. B or A tier? Does it get B or A? B or A? I don't really know. I guess I'll put in A for now. Just like Madagascar, it's been a while since I've seen this movie, so it's gonna be kind of hard to rank it. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's up with me this morning. I have to clear my throat for some reason. I don't know what's happening with me this morning. Over the Hedge. Yeah, sorry, I can't rank it. Flushed Away, B tier. I mean, it's a good movie. It's definitely got some funny moments to it. But however, I think I just think it's an over. I mean, Flushed Away is okay, you know. I mean, yeah, I definitely recommend it. I mean, it's definitely got some funny moments, like especially those mice. I forgot their names, but like the big mice guy and those two characters were so funny. Like those characters are just so funny. Like they made me laugh so many times. Especially those French frogs. You know the frogs in the film who are French for some reason? Um I forgot their names. Like I forgot every single name of the frogs of like those French frogs, but those guys are hilarious as well. They also crack me up. uh, now the fun is over. Shrek 3. Shrek the Third. Ooh, you Shrek the Third. You are such a letdown from the first two Shrek movies. I don't want to hear a peep of any of you in the comments saying Shrek the Third is a good movie. It's not. Yeah, sorry, Shrek the Third. But you are such a letdown from the first three films. I don't think it's as bad as people think it is, but at the same time, I don't know. I think this film is kind of just, it's just kind of just meh. I mean, if you still want to watch it, if you still think it's good, then that's fine. Then that's fine. B movie. I haven't seen this film in ages. Also, I don't even think I watched the whole thing. I think I saw like parts of it. But still overall, just kind of a just a weird movie. I mean, Shrek the Third is definitely better than the B movie, that's for sure. Kung Fu Panda. Masterpiece. I love Kung Fu Panda. It's one of my favorite Dreamworks movies. I just think Kung Fu Panda is a really great movie in general. The characters are really fun. It's got a really good plot. I mean, kind of predictable at times, but still, hey, the plot still holds up. I think it's like if you want to watch a good movie about animals learning kung fu with a great villain, then yeah, watch Kung Fu Panda. But there are also great animal movies as well, like Zootopia or The Lion King. Seriously, those movies are really good. Please watch them. But yeah, Kung Fu Panda is amazing. And you know what? That's what the A stands for. Amazing. So that's how good Kung Fu Panda is. I love Kung Fu Panda. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. Remember what I said about Madagascar, where I haven't seen any of the films in a while, so I'm just gonna kind of rank all of them A tier. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of do the same as this one. I feel like most people thought that Madagascar 2 was the best one from the Madagascar movies. Personally, me, I don't really remember what this film is about either, so yeah. Monsters vs. Aliens. Wait, is it get C or D? Such a weird movie, not worth the recommendation. This movie's just, I just want to get through this movie as fast as possible. How to Train Your Dragon? S tier. S tier, dude. How to Train Your Dragon is a fantastic Dreamworks movie. It's just fantastic. I love the characters. I love how pretty clever and simple it is. Like I love every little bit about this movie. Also, I will say Hiccup looks a little strange though. Not to say his design looks bad. Hiccup's design doesn't look bad, but it also at the same time looks a little strange. I think his design definitely got much better in the later movies. But still, overall, How to Train Your Dragon is crafted beautifully, amazingly. Like, this movie, like, it's just fantastic. And I am super excited. Yeah, no. Yeah, this movie's just so fantastic. Like, it's great. Like, it's so good. Now we got Shrek the Third. This one gets B tier. Definitely a lot better than Shrek the Third. Yeah, I think most people can agree that Shrek Forever After was definitely a lot better than Shrek the Third. I think it was a really nice send off to the Shrek franchise. This movie is just so sad. I don't know what is it with this movie, but I'm not crying. You're crying. Yeah, I just think it has a beautiful send off to the Shrek franchise. And again, definitely a lot better than Shrek the Third. Sad movie. Do I recommend it? Yeah, I mean, if you want, I guess. I mean, it's definitely not as good as the first two, especially Shrek 2. Not near as good as that movie or Shrek 1, but I mean, I guess. Yeah. Megamind. S or A tier? S tier. Out of every single Dreamworks movie that is super funny, that in terms of comedy, I think Megamind takes the crown of comedy. Yeah, Megamind is without a doubt Dreamworks' funniest movie. Like, super hilarious. Like, no, this movie is actually hilarious. Not just some silly, like, thing that happens. There's not some, like, silly little thing that happens. No, this movie's like, it will actually get a laugh out of you. Not just a little, haha, funny. No, this movie is actually, actually funny. Alright, now we got Kung Fu Panda 2. Much better than the first movie. S tier. Yes. Kung Fu Panda 2. Yes. This right here. This is what I call a masterpiece. I think Dreamworks just does really good with its sequels. Like, what is it with Dreamworks making so many good sequels, and so much of them being so much better than the first movie? Yes, Kung Fu Panda 2. Fantastic. I think better than the first movie. But don't worry, Kung Fu Panda, you're still an A tier. Puss in Boots. Okay, if I was a little kid ranking this, I'd put it in A or S tier. However, I don't like it as much as I used to anymore. So, B tier. No, that's A tier. Going blind. So, B tier. Again, not a bad movie. I mean, I will definitely recommend it because it's definitely got some funny moments in it. Like, there's genuinely some funny moments in it. But overall, I think it's a B tier. I mean, it's definitely better than I mean, it's definitely better than Shrek the Third. But yeah, I still think it's got some funny moments to it, but still B tier. Madagascar 3, just like the first two movies. I haven't seen them in a while, so I'm just gonna make them all A tier. So yeah. Again, I don't remember anything about these movies, so don't judge me. I think this might be the last Madagascar movie because there's not been a confirmation about a fourth one coming. Does it even need a fourth one? I don't know. I'd have to rewatch them. Rise of the Guardians. No, wait, is that what it says? Hold on. Oh, that's a different language. Yeah. I have not seen this movie either, and it looks really, really boring. I'm not gonna watch Rise of the Guardians. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you guys are gonna hate me because there are so many people who love this movie. Me, just no. It looks super boring. Not gonna watch it. The Croods, uh, B, yeah, B tier. I mean, low B tier, but it's still in B tier. I mean, The Croods is alright. I mean, the characters are not super memorable. But man, Grug is annoying in this movie. He's just kind of a father who keeps his family away from the world as much as possible because it's deemed dangerous. And if they do go out, he has to be with them. Yeah, Grug is just so annoying in this movie. I don't like Grug one bit. I think he is super annoying. I think that's what just kills the movie. But overall, I think it's an alright movie. I mean, yeah, it's definitely worth the recommendation because it's definitely got some moments to it. Cause it rhymes with Grug. Okay, I can't. Turbo, B tier. I don't really got much to say about this movie because I haven't seen it in a while. I mean, it's definitely got some good moments to it. Okay, I will say it's better than The Croods, so. It's definitely got some good moments to it, but I feel like it was trying so hard to be Cars 3. Alright. Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Low B tier. Oh gosh. A tier now. Low B tier. I mean, the concept of time traveling, that's a really fun idea. I think they worked that really good. Yeah, I think the concept of time traveling, I love time traveling stories. Time traveling stories are really fun to follow, and I think they're super good. In this movie, I think the concept of time traveling is really good. However, the movie itself, it's alright. I mean, there are definitely funny moments to it, so yeah, worth the recommendation. How to Train Your Dragon 2. Most of you would think, oh, he's gonna put it in S tier because he thinks How to Train Your Dragon 2 is better. Sorry. I don't think it's as good as the first How to Train Your Dragon. Not then, not ever. I'm sorry, okay? Well, at least be happy I put it in top A tier. Yeah, sorry. None of the How to Train Your Dragon sequels will ever be as good as the original. The original is the best out of all of them. It's my favorite. Heck, even my brother thinks that How to Train Your Dragon 2 is the best out of all of them. But sorry, older brother. I don't feel the same. Penguins of Madagascar. I haven't seen this movie in a while, but very recently, on the 4th of July, I was actually watching this movie. It's definitely not as good as I remember it as a kid, but I still think it's pretty enjoyable. It's got some great moments to it. Low A tier, but still A tier. Home. Home is probably DreamWorks' most forgettable movie. And when Home is talked about, people say that they don't like it. Personally, me, I think Home is a great movie. Yes, I said it. I said it. Home is a really good movie. It's definitely got fun characters, really funny moments, and it's really emotional. However, one thing I don't like about this movie is Rihanna. Is that how you say it? You know, the singing actress? Yeah, she's obviously not an actress. Like, she cannot act. Like, I think singing should just be her thing. I don't really think acting for her is that type of thing for her. I don't really think being an actress is the suitable role for Rihanna. And now she's got another movie coming this summer, which looks really bad. The Smurfs movie. Yay, the same thing we got in 2011. Kung Fu Panda 3. Yeah, some people thought it was bad, some people thought it was great, and there were some people who thought it was just kind of okay. I'm that person who thought it was just kind of okay. It's definitely not as good as Kung Fu Panda 1 or 2. But yeah, I think it's a good movie. I mean, the second movie ended with Poe's dad. So yeah, there was bound to be a third movie at some point. And yeah, Kung Fu Panda 3. I think Kung Fu Panda 3 was a great send off to the franchise in general. And I don't see a reason why they went and made a fourth film, which was pretty disappointing. But yeah, I think Kung Fu Panda 3, it's alright. I mean, the characters are still fun. It's still got some funny moments to it, but I just don't think it's as good as Kung Fu Panda 1 or 2. Trolls. Again, another movie that people seem to hate for some reason. Yeah, not a lot of people like the Trolls movies. Unless if you're just one of those YouTubers who just spams the community posts with movie stuff. Think Trolls is A tier. Yeah, A tier. It's got really catchy songs, even though none of the songs in the film are original. But still, I just think it's a really good movie. Also, guys, it's not funny. I don't know why people always make fun of Branch's backstory. His grandma was killed, okay? That's not funny. Why would you guys make a meme out of that? It's not funny. It's sad. Alright, now we got The Boss Baby. Not their worst movie, but still weird. It's just a weird movie. Yeah, I don't like The Boss Baby that much. It's a weird movie. Not really worth the recommendation. I think the main reason is because, well, I think it was, yeah, this movie was aimed towards little kids. Yeah, again, The Boss Baby was not made for my demographic. It was made for little kids. So, yeah. But still, I still think the movie is just weird. Wait, is that B tier? No. C tier. Low C tier. Actually, no. I think it's better than these films, but not. It's just weird. And now we got Captain Underpants. Yeah, Captain Underpants was such an apology for The Boss Baby. This movie is S tier. I haven't read much of the Captain Underpants books, but I have read a few, so I did get some of the references in this movie. And I don't really have much criticism on Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. I think it's a really great film, And again, I didn't read all of the books, but I did read a few. And I will say, this movie is very, very faithful to the source material. Like, yeah, this movie is very faithful. And it's got great animation to it as well. Yeah, I think the animation is really great. Man, has this movie aged well. Okay, I will say one thing, the potty humor. Yeah, the potty humor was to make kids laugh. And personally, me, I used to find potty humor funny as a kid, but now I watch this movie older, even though I still think it's a masterpiece to this day, the tiny criticism I have is the potty humor. But again, that's how the books were made. The books are literally about potty humor, so I don't know what you expect. How to Train Your Dragon in the Hidden World. Not as good as the first or second, but you know what? I'd still put it in A tier right next to it. You know what? No, wait, no, it's not as good as Kung Fu Panda. I think it's better than Road to El Dorado. We got Abominable. I saw parts of it when it came out on streaming. I mean, I was going to see it, but I was going to see it in theaters, but that never happened. Again, I saw parts when it came out on streaming, and I don't remember a single thing that happened. Technically, I have seen it, but not the whole thing, but I'm just still gonna put it in haven't seen. But I will check it out at some point. Ah, sorry, my phone is glitching a little. I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. Alright. Trolls World Tour. Yeah, it's a good movie. I mean, it's not really better than Trolls, but I think Home might be slightly better than Trolls World. Okay, something's going on. What the heck? Ah. Okay. I really hope it saved everything I did. Okay, it did. Good. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Alright. Trolls World Tour. Yeah, it's good. It's not like better than the first Trolls, but I think Home might be slightly better, but yeah. The Crew's a New Age. Everyone just kind of agrees that The Crew's a New Age is so much better than the first movie. And yeah, I honestly agree. I honestly think it's really a lot better than the first Croods movie. Not top A tier. Okay, it's not as good as okay, where do I put it? Where do I put it? Low A tier, but still A tier. I still think it's definitely better than the first Croods. Spirit Untamed. I saw like one clip of this movie. That's really it. So technically, it goes in the haven't seen. The Boss Baby back in business. Or was it family business? I don't know. I guess better than the first, but not by much. There are definitely stuff about this movie that makes it better, but I don't know. I just don't think it's that good of a movie. Yeah, it's just not that much better. Alright, now we got the bad guys. Now, as for the bad guys, yeah, the bad guys is another S tier. Low S tier, but still another S tier. I think the movie does it a little better than the books. I read the first book. Meh, it was alright. And I read the second book once, but I didn't read it again. But again, the first the Bad Guys book was kind of alright. I think this movie is way better than the book, though. Alright, now next up, we got Puss in Boots' Last Wish. This right here, this is how you do a sequel. Yes, you are better than Captain Underpants movie, but yeah. This right there is how you do a sequel. Much, much better than the first Puss in Boots. Much better, much, much, much better. Like, this movie, the animation, they really killed it with the animation. This animation is fantastic. I love it. Also, this movie is pretty dark and is pretty sad. And if you've seen the movie, if you know, you know. Death. Ruby Gilman, Teenage Kraken. Yeah. Yeah, this movie did. Yeah. I think the funny thing is, this movie did so bad, it went to streaming just a few days later. Yeah, it did horrible at the box office. I mean, A tier or B tier? I guess low A tier. Trolls Band Together. This movie is an automatic S tier. I think out of all of the Trolls movies, I just personally think Trolls Band Together is my favorite Dreamworks. No, it's my favorite Trolls movie. I just think it's my favorite out of all the Trolls movies. I think it's a I just think it's a really good movie. Orion in the Dark. B tier. Low B tier. It's not that interesting, but it's not that bad either. Okay, so now next up, we got the disappointing Kung Fu Panda 4. Yeah, Kung Fu Panda 4 is pretty disappointing. Definitely a step down from the definitely a step down. Like, there is so much about this movie. Where the hell is the Furious 5 at? I mean, they're mentioned, but they never show up in this movie. Yes they did. The credits. Those were the credits, dude. That doesn't count. Also, the villain is just so boring and uninteresting compared to Tai Lung or Lord Shen or what's that? Who's the villain? Who's the villain for the third film? Oh gosh, who was the villain from the third film? I know what he looks like, but oh gosh, I forgot his name. Yeah, compared to other villains like Tai Lung or Lord Shen, yeah, the villain is yawn boring. Also, I just think it's unnecessary. I just don't think we needed a Kung Fu Panda 4. I think the third movie was a pretty good send-off to the franchise. So I don't understand why they went out and made another one. Overall, not really worth the recommendation. C tier. The Wild Robot. The Wild Robot, for most people, they said it made them cry. For me, it didn't make me cry, but I was super, super close to crying. Like, my eyes were watered up when watching this movie. Like, it was definitely hitting me. Like, oh my gosh. Like, this movie is just so, so sad. So, the Wild Robot, basically, a robot named Roz has to take care of a baby chick. After she accidentally killed the parents. How do you accidentally kill the parents? Okay, I don't know how that works, but such a sad movie, but also really good, but oh my gosh. I had so much goosebumps when watching this because it's just so sad. Overall, this movie, S tier, it's S tier, dude. Like, it's so sad. Now we got Dogman. Okay. Yeah. I made a full-on review about the Dogman movie. Yeah. This movie is S tier. I think better than the Captain Underpants movie. Probably because I've read all of the Dogman books. Okay, I'm personally more of a fan of the Dogman books. I've been reading Dogman since 3rd grade. And I have seen every single book. I think Dogman is my favorite book series of all time. I just think these books are fantastic. And this movie is super, super faithful to the original. Like, this movie is super, super faithful. Yeah, I think they just did it really good. Like, this movie is fantastic. It's also sad. It's also sad as well. If I had criticism in the books, Chief likes Nurse Lady, but here, they make him fall in love with Sarah. Also, they gave Sarah a new design, which I don't know why. That's really my criticism with the movie, and other than that, it's fantastic. It's really, really good. Now we got to where we are. The live action How to Train Your Dragon. I also made a review on this movie, and I said it was fantastic. It was super faithful to the original one. However, my only criticism, I had 2 criticisms. One, we just don't need a live action How to Train Your Dragon. It was not necessary, but yeah. I mean, I guess you could say this movie is kind of a shot for shot of the original. I know what you might be thinking. What do you mean? That's what a live action remake is. No. From shot, from word to word, it's like 95% of the same thing you got in 2010, except live action. My other criticism, Hiccup didn't get to mock his dad. You know, in the original, he's like, "Excuse me, barmaid." Yeah, I was like, oh, what? He didn't get to mock his dad? Yeah, it's really what upset me. Overall, super, super faithful. I love it. S tier. Yeah, I think out of every single live action remake, this one is the best. Yeah, try competing with that, Disney, because at least it gets good reviews instead of people talking about how it's bad. Yeah, I know you guys are telling me I miss these films. Troll Hunters, Rise to Titans, and Megamind vs. the Doom Syndicate. I don't count them as Dreamworks movies. They're not Dreamworks movies. Anyways, thank you for watching. This was definitely longer than my Pixar movie tier list, but hey, Dreamworks definitely has a lot more movies. But I'll see you in a bit. Bye bye.